Everybody, thank you for joining me once again. This week we're going to be making chicken Parmesan. Before we get started, I want you to go and, if you're cooking with me, preheat your oven to 350. So while you're doing that, I'm going to get all this other stuff out of the way. Once again, the recipe from today is taken from Spice It Up Recipes with a Sensual Twist, which is my book. If you have it, the recipe is on page 91. Also, we do have notes, a notes section in the cookbook that you can go and write notes. If you see something that I do today that you want to carry on with the recipe, just write it down in your little notes section. So we're going to get started. I have some chicken breasts here. I have one that I have not seasoned. I also have some pepper, seasoning salt, Italian seasoning, and garlic powder. So I'm going to mix that all up together and season my last chicken breast with that. Also, my burner is on. Well, it was on. So my burner was on, but now I'm going to have to end up doing it again. Okay. All right, so my burner is on. Get my skillet hot, and I'm going to put about a teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil in my pan. So I'm going to let that get hot while I season up my next chicken breast. So I have my, like I said, I have my pepper, my seasoned salt, my Italian seasoning, and my garlic powder. And I'm going to mix all that up together. Take my chicken breast and sit it here. Season it on both sides. Because remember I said we season in layers. So, we're going to do this. All right, now, easy way that I find that's easy to do this is I have a cup of breadcrumbs and a half a cup of Parmesan cheese. So I'm going to put my breadcrumbs into a freezer bag and my Parmesan cheese into a freezer bag, and shake it up. And then I'll add my chicken breast to it. Shake it up. Now my chicken breast has already been cleaned and washed. I've also, when you buy chicken breast, it's real thick. I don't like thick chicken breast, but you can use that for this. It depends on your taste and your preference. So I've sliced the chicken breast to fillets. So I made some small fillets. And I may need to add some more olive oil to this. And also, depending on how thick your chicken breast is, if you use the thick chicken breast, you're going to need to bake it. In the book it says for 40 minutes. Make sure you bake it for 40 minutes. But because we're using thin chicken breast, we will be cooking it in the oven for about 20 minutes. All right, so what I'm going to do is brown these chicken breasts on each side for about 2 minutes to let them get just a little brown. So so this is ready to go. I'll just sit this over here. So while that's browning, take a baking dish And in here I have spaghetti sauce. So I'm going to put my spaghetti sauce in my baking dish. And remember, I always said I like to season in layers. So I'm going to season up my spaghetti sauce. And all I'm going to do is take some Parmesan cheese and put on top of this. So we have Parmesan cheese on our coating, but also on our spaghetti sauce. And I didn't use a lot. So if you can take a look at that and you can see how much I used. Okay. So we're going to flip our chicken breast. And I'm going to hold this up so that you can see how brown you want to get it about, because you don't want to dry it out if you overcook it. Okay? All right. Let that go. Just keep your olive oil by your side, because you're probably going to need it to add a little bit more chicken breast. If you clean it good, you have no fat on it, so when you cook it, the fat will not melt with your chicken to give you a little bit extra fat. So take that and you just put it on top of that. And remember, this is not cooked all the way through. So we're going to add some more olive oil to our pan to cook the last three. This is so easy and it's quick. So please forgive me with my hands, they are clean. Okay, now I got this going. And let me wash my hands real quick since I picked that up with my hands. I don't want to cross-contaminate anything when I'm cooking with chicken. Okay, so my oven is preheated on 350. We're just going to cook this a little bit longer. Also, let's talk about my cookbook. So you can find this book on my website, spiceitupcookbook.com. And if you haven't gone to visit, stop in and visit and read some of the articles, the blogs. It also can be found on Amazon, amazon.com, or my publishing company is Rose Dog Publishing Company, and so you can do rosedogbookstore.com. So you can purchase the book, any one of those. I'm working on another book, so we'll have a lot of recipes to be cooking in the future. I've just turned over my chicken, and it's good to go. Put that in, turn my flame off, put that right there, and put that right there. So you remember I said I like to cook and season in layers, okay? So I put my spaghetti sauce in, I put Parmesan on top. Now, what I'm going to do is add some more Parmesan on top of this. Okay, once I do that, now it's time for the next step. You can use provolone or mozzarella cheese for this. And I'm just going to take it. Desiree, can you look over there? And I have some more cheese in there. So I usually do about a slice per breast or fillet. But since these are such big fillets, I'm just going to layer it with my provolone cheese. I'm using provolone cheese on this. And see that? Okay, so while this is baking, I'm going to cover it with my foil. And I'm going to put it in the oven on a 350 oven for 20 minutes. And while this is baking, I'm going to cook my spaghetti. So you will not see all of that being done. We're going to end it. And then after we end it, I will shoot a picture of our finished product with the spaghetti and the chicken Parmesan plated so that you can see. All right, so don't forget, if you're using a thick chicken breast, bake it for 40 minutes. If you filleted your chicken breast, bake it for 20 minutes, okay? All right. And when we come back, or when the next time you'll see it, I will take a picture and post it. I'm going to cook my spaghetti, and that's it. So thank you for joining me. Please join me next week. I think we may do some baked ziti, or the salmon with a mango salsa. I haven't figured out which one I want to do, but that's probably what's going to be the next couple of times that I do come on and cook. So I thank you for joining me. Once again, you can get the book from my website, spiceitupcookbook.com, or on Amazon or rosedogbookstore.com. See you next time. Bye. Thank you.